Hello and welcome to the 2024 High Stakes Season Commish Roundtable. I'm your host, Nasty Noob. Tonight I have my co-commish with me. I have SJ and I have Tone. What's up, fellas?
What's up, man?
Was good.
All right, all right. So we're heading into our second high stakes season as the Dynasty. Uh, all three of us are vets at this point, man. Do you have any stories or any concerns, any gripes that you experienced during our first high stakes season? We'll start with you, Tone.
I'm not sure if it's really a concern. I just want to basically kind of highlight the no force wins. I know that's a big deal. Kind of in our dynasty, everybody's kind of looking at that like, oh my God, what's going to happen? I always got to play the computer. Computer's like 99 on steroids. But I think it's a good thing because you don't want to have somebody just getting a lot of force wins, working their way up the ladder. Basically claiming a spot that shouldn't be theirs if they didn't earn it. So that's kind of my thing. Looking forward to a great last season. It's going to be pretty competitive, and just kind of getting ready for it. You got to get your team right, you got to get your scheme right, and you got to make sure everything's on point for this last coming year, and it should be fun.
How about you, SJ?
Yeah, we have a few users who has their favorite team, so it'll be fun to watch everybody try to angle and position themselves this off season, have the put the best product they can create out there and fight for their team. So no force wins. You got to earn every win. If you can't play, that's fine, but you drop a spot. Just respect everyone's time, schedule your game. We know it's summertime. It's summertime for everybody. So, everybody moving around and vacations and outings and sports and all that stuff. So, just try to schedule the games as quick as you can. Stick to a time as best as you can and try to knock them out.
It's very true. Well, I guess let me ask you guys as well, like, since this is our second, high stakes season, and we went through this, I guess, during Madden 16, and that was our first time doing this, so it was a lot of, learning for everybody in the league. Is there anything that you remember from Madden 16's high stakes season that is memorable, or anything that I guess stood out to you and that you look forward to coming up in this high stakes season?
The one thing I remember is it seemed as though nobody wanted the Texans until I mentioned them. So therefore, I'm not mentioning the team that I really want until it's my time to pick. Because it seemed like nobody wanted the Texans until I said it. So I ain't saying shit this time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I want the Bears. Put it like
that. Yeah, I'm waiting to see who's gonna be the first person to stab me in my back, man. I know somebody gonna do it out of spite, but it's all good.
That's gonna be weird seeing you without the Falcons. It's gonna be weird, but who knows? Maybe you win the Super Bowl next year. And you ain't gotta worry about that.
Man, if I could, I'll be very surprised, man. Like I was telling you, man, this has been my worst Madden in years, man. Like I said, I couldn't adjust to this new zone scheme and not being able to run my man coverage of death. It has just been a constant headache for me, along with the other stuff, trying to build a league out and do all the other stuff behind the scenes. Yeah. Man, it's been taxing. I'm tired. I'm ready for this version to be over with so I can move on to Madden 18, and hopefully they'll fix my man coverage of death, and then I'm putting everybody on notice. How about you, Tone? What you looking forward to, man?
Hilarious. I mean, I definitely remember that man coverage of death. But for me, I guess for Madden 16, just kind of remembering some of the good times, I guess. It was really just like about the pole position and trying to figure out what teams guys were going to choose. Kind of like how SJ said, I remember once the game comes out, everybody was kind of high on different teams, and I mean, different people are looking for different aspects, So now that you got, a guy in the league like Buckner and BP, I mean, I know dudes are going to be looking at the more power backs, the teams that the power backs are on. I'm sure the Cowboys are going to be a hot commodity, not even to expert, but I mean to everybody if a team really wants to run. So, I just say, go ahead, put the foot to the grind, make it happen, and just get in a position to be able to choose your team. I mean, because once the game comes out and once you play it, you might feel that you like this other team better for this reason or that reason. So, I just say put your foot to the ground right now and just get yourself in position to be able to have that choice.
Yeah,
And that's kind of what's most memorable for me.
yeah. I guess that's one thing going into this to Madden 18 that's different than what we did last year because we had finished like a month and a half before the first player ratings dropped. So we had already picked chosen teams at that point. So this year we're gonna be cutting it close, man. Like mid-August, we should host the team draft. So by that point, all the team ratings, all the player ratings will be out. So you'll be able to make an educated decision at that point exactly what team you want. Like if you're not going with your favorite team, which will be totally different from last year. So that should be very interesting. All right.
Right.
So I guess, man, we'll go into some of the rules. I put out the flyer the other day. Number one, users are allowed one auto during the 2024 season. This is a change from Madden 16 because it was two, and I saw that two was too many because we had dudes going on vacation, and you had guys working very hard to for pole positioning, and guys were on vacation and they still came back and were able to make pick good teams high in the draft because they made the playoffs. What do you guys think about only having one auto this season?
For me, I think it's totally fine. I mean, I'm with the whole, you got to kind of earn it to burn it. So I think maybe one is fine. I'm sure. I mean, shit happens. Things come up as we seen during our Madden 17 season. I mean, we've gotten all kind of stories from people doing this, doing that, missing this, missing that, having to say, hey, I can't play this week. Some emergency came up. So I say the one auto is fine. Yeah, I'm cool with the one.
Yeah. Hey, SJ, did you want to speak on the 24-hour scheduling?
Yeah, just respect everybody's time. Madden should hopefully not be the first priority in your life, but even if it is, just respect everybody's time. Everybody has a job to go to, family and people to take care of and attend to. So just be courteous. It'll take 60 seconds max. Schedule a time, put it out there. If you can't play, say you can't play. Post your availability. Just put it out there and just be courteous of everyone's time, not just your own. That's all we ask.
Yeah, and I guess before Tone, you joined the call, SJ and I were talking about infractions. So if you're in a game and you feel like someone committed an infraction against you, you're gonna need to provide us with on Twitch the little clip segment because it's just too much work for us to have to go through the game, have to go to a certain point, try to look for that. So, and if you're gonna have a complaint against another user, send us that clip. That helps us out, saves us some time because you also have to remember we're users too. And we have our own teams to manage, and we have our own things going on. So we want to be competitive too, and we don't want all our time going to having to deal with small issues within the league. So if you're in a game, you have an issue with somebody, you need to provide us with a clip to help us out.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. The footage or the proof is definitely best if you could provide it. If a guy's doing something and you call it wrong, you see it as something, I would definitely go ahead and save that clip. Sometimes what I like to do, if you actually have the Twitch app on your phone, if you're watching the game, you could actually just hit it right then instead of having to wait. But to each its own, if you want to wait till after the game or whatever, it's all good. Sometimes if you see something happening right then, you might want to record it. There's also the feature on the game when you're watching Twitch. Let's say if you're just a spectator, and not to be like a whistleblower, but if you're a spectator and you see something on there, you can hit the broadcast and actually record the last 15 minutes of any broadcast. So there's other ways to basically kind of make sure you get your point, make sure the game is going smoothly, make sure all players are playing fair. That's it.
Yeah, very true. and I guess we'll speak on this now. Any rule violation will result in the user dropping one slot in the player draft. So you don't want to rack them up coming into this high stakes season, man. Because even if you make the playoffs and you got 3 or 4 rule violations, that'll drop you down the draft board for a spot. So I'm sure you don't want that. And Tone already spoke on the no force wins for the high stakes season. And probably one of the most important rules is all league rules apply even again versus the CPU. So no super simming. Fourth down rule applies. It's just like you playing a user.
Correct.
We all know the computer is suspect sometimes, but it is what it is, man. The games have to be played, man, in order to be fair, man, to everybody. So
correct.
Yeah. So before we move on, man, to the draft, did you guys have anything else you want to add here, or anything people should look out for?
Yeah, one thing I want to add, maybe there's not as much parity as there should be. Maybe there is, and but I don't know. But I'm gonna say this: if you're not at the top of the league, don't be discouraged, because like a lot of times people want to pick their favorite teams, which may not necessarily be the higher ranked team. So for example, I think Garza likes the Rams. I'm not sure if he'll pick the Rams, but that's probably not, if you want to rank teams by their rating per se, then if he takes the Rams, then that gives you a better chance to get the team you might want. So don't be discouraged if you're not making the playoffs consistently, because you still might get the team you want. So just try to win every game and play it out and see how it works out.
Thank you, SJ, man. I need that encouragement, man. I haven't tasted the playoffs and I don't know how long, so I'm starting to get discouraged around here, man.
I mean, and for me, I probably just want to go ahead and elaborate on what SJ's saying. I mean, don't get discouraged, because again, we're picking on Madden 18 for the teams that are going to be there. So we don't really know how these teams are going to be slotted. We got to make sure, we get the game. We're going to be able to play the game, hopefully maybe like a week or two until we kind of get this thing started. So you'll get a feel for different teams, for different playbooks, for different schemes. So again, I say, just to piggyback what SJ said, don't get discouraged by basically kind of what's going on. Just play your hardest. Don't be worried if you got to play a hot tub this week and Garza next week. I mean, it's all good. Any given Sunday, you know what I mean? Any given day, every dog has his day. They will go down. So play your game. Let's put the foot down, man. Let's get it. Madden 18.
True.
Madden 18.
I'm so ready for 17 to be over with, man. You just don't know, man. All right. So I guess we'll move on to the team draft, man. It's pretty much what I've been working on this weekend, trying to get the draft board ready. Since I didn't build this last year, Snags did this, so I'm pretty much it's a learning process for me trying to get it together and have this live draft. So the way it will operate is each person will have 5 minutes to make their selection, starting with the number 1 pick, and we'll move on from there. If you don't make your pick within your 5-minute slotted window, you will drop down, or the person behind you will be able to jump up and make their pick. Now you'll be able to make your pick whenever you come on, or send me a DM as to the team that you want. Then I'll slot you at that position or whatever. I'm still trying to work out the logistics if we're going to use GroupMe DM again this year, or if we're going to try to find something that's I guess a little bit more reliable. If you have any ideas, please hit us up and let us know. Anything to make it better. I'm shooting for maybe a Saturday. Does that sound good for you guys? Saturday, maybe around noon, since we're doing 5 minutes, 32 users, and if people are using up the entire 5 minutes, it might be a while. So what do you guys think?
I usually can try to make whatever time work around my schedule. Usually, one time I was negotiating a trade in the middle of a baseball diamond, so I'll make it work. But we can figure it out. Maybe we can try to even vote on it, But a Saturday early afternoon should be good, I would think, for most.
Yeah, that Saturday afternoon would be a Saturday morning for the West Coasters. We should be fine. 9 a.m. easy button. And as far as the communication, I don't think nowadays we got, It's not a text message. It's a DM, a fucking tweet, email, something. There's so many forms of communication. Plus, we have our DML network, which supplies the Twitter and the Facebook page and all that other stuff now. So I think maybe we can even incorporate those ways to kind of get out your pick. You know what I mean? I mean, let's say you call me, Tony's on the clock. I may want to tweet out my pick, like, hey, this is what it is for this year, man. 18, let's ride out.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I like that idea. Maybe we should tweet our picks.
Yeah, I mean, I'm open. So, yeah, if you guys wanna put out some suggestions or something, we'll definitely look into those. But any way necessary to get us the information during your time allotted, I think should be granted. So, let's go ahead and work that out.
Yeah, it should be a good show this year. I know last year we only had Snags. He was the only one that was doing the live broadcast. But hopefully this year we can have at least 2 or 3 people live talking, discussing it as the picks have come in. Should be exciting, man. And I'm busting my ass over here trying to get as much technology into this draft board as possible to make it look pretty for you guys, man. So I'm excited. I just hope I'm at least like 1 or 2 picking on the draft board, man. That's all I hope for. So I don't know, man. I guess in closing, you got any closing parting words? Oh, one last thing, man. This is a very stressful season for the Commish staff, man. It's a lot of stuff that goes on. So please only hit us with valid complaints, because we have to track all the auto requests. We have to track so much stuff to keep track of, as far as like putting together, making sure that everybody's in the correct placing on the board. Nobody feels slighted. So for us to have to keep chasing our tail behind just because you guys want to argue or it's snipey in the league, which we kind of expect because that's how it was last year. So we kind of expect that. But it kind of helps us out, man, if you only come with legitimate complaints.
Yeah.
So please.
Legitimate complaints, have proof, have some level of sportsmanship. You don't let nobody cheat you, but, have some level of sportsmanship with it. And just one other thing I want to add. It's in the rules. I don't know if it's ever been implemented, but if you're found using a YouTube scheme, that takes advantage of the AI, that's a violation. So just putting that out there.
Oh, very true, very true. I think I've had that discussion with a couple people in the DM, man. Don't bring that shit here. That's one thing that pisses me off, man, more than anything, and will get your ass up out of here, man.
Quick. So as for me, just want to say looking forward to a good season. Want to see what the schedule is going to look like for a few of us. It's kind of really the way Madden 18 will be aligned. How basically you've taken control of these last few drafts that we had, matched up with your upcoming season. So if you got some heavy hitters on there, better strap up your boots and get ready. Get ready. So,
yeah, it's been a fun year, even though I couldn't never get over the hump. But playing you and JB and even Isaac twice a year was fun.
It's been a pleasure, man. Being division mates. I think we split a couple, and I know Rams have maybe snuck 1 or 2 in there. But I mean, even just to be able to be like, I've talked to this guy so much. We've been division mates for like the entire Madden 17, man. It's been a good ride. It's been a good ride. Looking forward to, maybe some new division mates on Madden 18.
Right. I definitely want to get away from y'all. Definitely. Yeah. I'm sick of playing that.
Hey, well, let me ask you a question, man, because it has been brought to me that maybe we should just keep the same teams going into Madden 18. What do you guys think about that?
That would be kind of wild. I mean, it's really, again, that would be like the unknown. But I know some people want different teams.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, if it is what it is, then it is what it is.
I mean,
we got the core, so
I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that too much. I would need a quarterback immediately. Because Carson Palmer, I'm not messing with him ever again.
Yeah. See that, and that might force your draft strategy to be a little bit different. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, it is what it is, man. I'm open. I like playing the game, man. I like the group of guys that we got. I like the dynasty. I like what it represents. So my money is all in. I'm in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it would be a good idea, but then I thought, because I have like other guys hit me up from other leagues and asking for like open spots in our league, and then when I tell them, hey, we're full, they're like shocked, that we still have 32 users going into June, because
Right.
most of their leagues have started to shut down. But I
Right.
tell them, I was like, the high stakes season is pretty much what keeps everybody motivated, man, going into
Correct.
this late
That
time of year.
that
Correct.
yeah, that definitely is a motivational factor. But I think just the fairness. A lot of leagues die when you know uh, you know the commissions are being in my opinion. I'm speaking on my opinion. When the commissions are being shady, when favoritism over one user, or that kind of stuff make leagues die to me. Like I was in another league. It was a smooth run league, not as active members, but a consistent 25, 27 users. But the commission made an executive decision to start over. He had an awesome team, but they aged out, so he went from sugar to shit literally in 1 year. So he want to start over from the beginning. Like, yo, what? How you want to start over? Just because. So I think things like that make leagues die. So the fairness, the democracy we have in this league, I think separates us from the other raggedy leagues out there.
Well, I get that's a good thing, man, because it's tough, man. It's tough doing
Believe
this
it, though. Like the commission.
365,
Are we
man.
oh, like what? Why? What the fuck you mean we start?
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, man. This late in the year, there's no way I would want to start over with the Falcons, man.
His team aged out. Everybody was 30, so now he want to start over.
Nah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So I don't even know what happened, but I quit that shit. But
Good. Glad you converted and stuck to one.
yeah, man.
Well, I guess that's it for us, man. I just wanted to get it. I think this is the first show all three commissioners have been on together, man. Just wanted to do this before we close out the Madden 17 version going into 18. I'm excited. Hooking up with Tone, in 2 weeks, week and a half?
Yes, sir. EA Play. Let's get it, man. We're going to represent the DML out there kicking some tail. Come see us, man. Come holler at us.
Some videos. I got to post some videos, some live streams, all that.
I hope so, man. I'm hoping they don't take our phone at the door, man, because the way they have it set up, they have like they call it some type of cave where only EA game changers could go in and get footage of the game. So I think they're gonna probably have our hands tied, man, since we're not EA game changers. So, but we'll sure let you know how the game plays, man. So I think we're gonna get screwed this version, to be honest with you.
I think y'all savvy enough to make some moves and get in front of some folks. But I'll be at a 4-hour dance recital at the time y'all be there. So feel free to send me anything you want, because I'll be recording, 4-hour dance recital to see my daughter for about 15 minutes. So shit, I have
I just think they're gonna screw, man. They're gonna screw the CFM guys, man. I just don't think they're putting in the time to do stuff for us, man. I think they're moving so much towards that competitive gaming side that we're gonna get probably left out. So I'm not gonna have my hopes up high about Madden 18, but I'm hoping for the best, man, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm probably not really hoping for too much either. I guess the one thing I just want to keep my eye on is this app that I hear so much about that should mirror exactly what the game is doing, and you should be able to change and do whatever on the game from the app. So I'm excited to kind of see how they tie in that to whatever the new features for Madden 18.
Yeah, it's crazy seeing KP being able to log in on that
The Vita
that he had, and draft that way. So I mean, it's possible. So yeah.
Oh, and just on a side note, man, got some free chicken for guys going into Madden 18. If you are a user that likes to run around the middle of the field holding the triangle button, heard an interview today with Rex Dixon. He said that shit is dead going into Madden 18. So you will have to adjust.
A lot of times you don't even have to move. You can just fucking sit there, hold the button, and she just suck in the interception. So
well, as Charles likes to call, they call it the auto
intercept.
Yeah. And the sad part about it is, you guys remember when I first came in, I was all about the defensive line. I just played the tackle the whole fucking game. But once we moved over to 16, I had no choice but to go to the linebacker because I think it was your cousin. Well, I don't want to pronounce his name wrong. Raji.
Yeah.
He was
Raji.
a fucking expert at that shit. I was like, shit. I've got to learn how to do the shit he's doing, or I'm never gonna win another fucking game against him. So I started doing that middle linebacker, holding that goddamn button. It worked out for me. But I didn't agree with it. But hey, when in Rome, do as the Romans. You know, that's how I roll with it. So
Right.
so hopefully they'll take that out, man, and we can get back to some real football.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but hey, man, go ahead.
Take out all the glitches, take out all the exploit. That's why they should let a 32 user CFM like this one test the game, and we can find them bugs before they release it. That's what they should do.
Man, they not, man. It's all about that competitive stuff now, man. I hate that shit.
I'm just wishful thinking.
Yeah, I know, man. We don't get no love around here, man. I'm fucking bitter right now, man. But yeah, man. I guess, man. Like I said, man, we just wanted to get this show together, man. Quick show. To get ready for the HighStakes season. And wish y'all fellas nothing but the best, unless you're going for the Falcons, you know. But outside of that, man, good luck.
I hope somebody good take the Bills so I can just see them win some games, because I don't think we're gonna win shit this year in real life.
Yeah.
They call me about season tickets. I can look home.
Right.
Kiss.
All right. Good luck, guys. Shout out to everybody in the high stakes season, man. Hope you get who you want. Hope you win all the games that you can, and keep it fair, guys.
All right. Peace.
Peace.